Oh, Brady made it out already.
Welcome back for today's second game. Your Icemen taking on the host, Trails West Wolves, in red with a white trim. Back in Arena D for this second game of the day. One minute left in warm-up. Going to be back to Perkis in net for your Icemen. Great job by Perkis last night against Grand Prairie. A 2-0 win for your Icemen. And mopping up with a win this morning against the Bow River Bruins, 6-1. Right back down to Calgary to make it into the lineup. So the only lineup change for your Icemen, number 19, Andrew Smith, will be serving a one-game suspension for hitting from behind in a game misconduct for this morning's game.
Hey, does that mean cards up or what? Let's go. You don't have a clip or something? You just throw 80. I'll just go in.
So warm-up finished here. Be underway shortly.
We need some headphones too now.
There you go, it's connected.
It's connected just like that. Check one, check two. Chickity check.
Oh, I can't
Here
hear
we
you,
go.
Ryan.
You can't hear me.
So Nathan Smith here doing the play-by-play. I got Ryan Weeks for the
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, Nate.
color commentary.
I'm going to do my best. I just got off a very fast ride from Edmonton to Calgary after AOB's glorious semifinal football win. So Brady had a nice nap in the car. He's ready to go for game 2.
Well, good to have him and Sawyers in the lineup here momentarily. Weeks, Knapsick, and so Colombe and Carrier starting off on defense. What do you want to see here in this second game of the day, Ryan?
You know, I'm glad you've learned all the names because I still haven't yet, and I really wish they had the names on the back of their shirts. But I was actually really surprised to see that this team beat the Grand Prairie team. I thought that team was quite good. So looking at the standings with this group, the Calgary standings, Trails West sits just below the Bow River team. So I expect us to put up a similar type effort against them.
I think it'll be quite evenly matched here this afternoon. Pass out in the slot. Good job collapsing back into the slot by the Icemen. And
that's speed kills right here. Speed kills.
All the way in. Breaks through. Beats the defense. Just grazes a post as Vanderham at the end of his shift. A burst of speed.
Great first shift. Great first shift there for Vanderham.
Gwinnett will chip and chase. He's out here with Giamaroli and Perosny.
Jammer. Isn't that what the boys call him? Jammer.
Homulus with a shot off a stick up out of play. I'm looking forward to this color commentary, Ryan.
I'm so excited to be here. I have to say, I saw my boy Homulus yesterday have a couple of shifts where he danced around a defenseman and zipped a couple of shots on the goalie. And sometimes that kid just looks like he's ready to bust into the NHL. I'm like, I wish I could make him do it all the time, but, certainly has some skill, and he showed it off at this tournament so far.
Puck brought out by Trails West to center. Try to get around Foot. Great job to knock it back the other way. His Foot broke up that play. 2-on-2 developing here. Foot keeps his man to the outside. Porosny down to help out. Porosny cycles out of the zone. He's out here with Binder and Gwinnett. Porosny brings it in, drops it to Binder. Pass. Binder trying to get some free ice there. That's broken up. Turned over here outside the blue line. Trails West, centering pass by Coodwell doesn't work. And Vanderham on it again. Vanderham in, fires up high. Loose rebound. Binder tries to pounce on that. Vanderham again, dangerous. Second shift out, and he's hunting.
The Hammer looks like he's ready to score about 4 today. He's obviously had something good to eat between games. Little casual there with my boy Ferris with a backhand pass there, but everything worked out.
Puck held in by the Wolves. Good job by Baines to come down and help out the D. Ferris has it. He'll survey his options. Flip it high in the air up to Baines just outside the Wolves' blue line. Wolves trying to almost catch the Iceman on a 2-on-1. That's a delayed offside. It'll be blown down at the Iceman line.
Little scrambly at the start here. A little too soft for my liking. Somebody's got to go out there and make a hit. Looks like they're just standing around a little bit. And I'm sorry if I call every defenseman my boy, because they are.
Carrier trying to hit Gwinnett on the far side of the ice. That doesn't work. And
something we're working a lot in practice is exactly that play right there. When you have the puck and you're coming along the boards, you don't have anybody to pass to. Take your space, regroup. You got no pressure. Come back and start again. In that case, you just ice the puck, but no harm, no foul.
Maybe Carrier there trying to bank it off the boards into open ice for Gwinnett would be an option, right?
Maybe that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Where's the body?
Centering pass doesn't work, and Carrier picks it up out to the blue line, but no further. Cologne moves it over to his D partner. Carrier forced off the puck below the goal line. Trails West trying to create something here with some zone time. Weeks chips it up the boards. It's to Knapsick and out.
Chance at a 3-on-2 here.
Knapsick will drive wide. Centering pass to Gwinnett doesn't work. Gwinnett tries to bounce it off the boards back out to the D. Is kept in. Gwinnett hard hit at the blue line as he tried to dodge that.
You got to keep that puck deep there. That's a tough bounce pass to the D-man there.
Pomulus quick up to Gwinnett. Knapsick hunting for the rebound. So is Gwinnett, and it's smothered by the Wolves keeper.
Are these mice connected to the coaches at all, or?
Yeah, you're into Ferris's ear.
I like to be able to get down there and be like, tell those kids that someone has to make a hit. I'll buy them their first beer.
We'll get the coaching staff an earpiece like football.
Exactly.
Puck held in the Wolves' end. Vanderham picks it up. Sifts it in on that. Goes to the opposite corner. Foot tries to hold it in. He's dumped to the ice in front of the Wolves bench. Puck chipped in deep. Foot back to get it. 2 Wolves on him. Porosny will come away with the puck to the blue line, but no further. Vanderham tries to move it up to Porosny. That's picked off as well. Vanderham chip and chase to himself. And again, trying to spring himself there. Homulus steps up, trying to lower the boom, and it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Oh, great shot and a stop. by Perkis on a 2-on-1. Great look by the Wolves there. Giamaroli can't corral it to give it to his centerman, and Homulus will
go
regroup behind the net. Homulus pass it behind Giamaroli. That's going to go down for an icing. So Ferris will change up the lines.
Homulus makes the right play there, slowing the play down in his own end, gets some space behind the net, surveys, comes out, and didn't take all his space when he could have. He should have just kept going. You know, I understand he wants to make a pass there, but it didn't work out. But I really like that he stopped behind the net and took his time.
Baines out here now with Gwinnett and Binder. That play broken up to the right of Perkis. Puck is up to Binder. He spins around, losing an edge, and I know Binder had his blades replaced there after the last game.
Yeah, he's looking at his blades like he's still in running shoes at the moment. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Maybe some extra steel there.
I mean, if it was me, I would have probably replaced two. I mean, might as well have grown 3 inches on his right leg or whatever leg it was that it.
Baines in to take the draw. He's out here with Knapsick and Gwinnett. Face off one to the back wall. Trails West picks it up though. Trying to get some space, but good job by the Icemen to close off the center of the ice. Shot off of this stick of Baines and into the opposite corner. Trails West trying to muster some offense here and force the turnover again. Shot up high. Perkis fights that off with the right shoulder.
Another great save.
Good look by the Wolves here as they put them pressure.
Pass
right up the middle, and Perkis out to the top of his crease to cut down the angle and get a whistle.
I don't mean to keep harping on this, but we're at 12-minute mark. I haven't seen a hit yet. That's just not our team. We're usually banging guys on the board, separating guys from pucks. Right now, we're just throwing it away. Maybe just a little tired.
Well, it's funny you say that, Weeksy, as you got Vanderham, Weeks, and Giamaroli out here, so maybe a little bit of the grind line combo.
Let's hope. I see that I just got a word from down below that Binder has gone off and is maybe going to get out of his running shoes and into some skates again.
Puck down low, Giamaroli in. Try to force a turnover. Vanderham back there in support. The puck's turned over, and Wolves come back the other way. Shot up high, rebound, and Perkis steers that aside. Great chance again by the Wolves. There's almost a 1-on-3.
Some great speed by number 8 there. He broke away from a couple of very fast kids. Another great save.
Picks it up at the goal line or in the blue paint. He's going to bring it wide. Drives and takes out the ref in the process, trying to drive wide, and the ref was on the tracks and got bowled over.
Well, when I was thinking of first hits, it wasn't supposed to be on the ref, but we'll take it.
It took out a Wolves player as well, but puck worked back up to the point, but to Foot. Foot fires it into the opposite corner. Knapsick to Gwinnett, to Perosny, to Gwinnett. Back to Perosny behind the net. Perosny able to come out in front, fires it, looking to go upstairs. The Wolves tender fights that off and gets a whistle.
Perosny talent coming through there. He gets those chances a lot, very patient. I mean, if I'm in his line and I see him winding up like that, I got to get to the net. You're just not fast enough. The rebound was there.
Shots even at 5 apiece here. 7:07 remaining in this opening frame.
Just let me know if I'm being too negative on your kids. Nate's like, my kid's not playing.
And why is that?
Forced turnover in the neutral zone, and Homulus pounds it back in.
Good.
Wolves tender out to slow it down for the D-men. Lob pass up the middle, and Foot loses a step, but good job to gain it back. Puck move into the blue paint, and the Wolves again looking to find a loose puck. Fired, and good job by Gwinnett to knock that down. He'll bring it in all alone as his line mates go for a change. Gwinnett down below the goal line and muscled off the puck by a Wolves defenseman. Chipped up the half wall, but not out. There's that hit you were looking for, Weeksy. As Giamaroli lowers the boom.
No shock there.
Turns over the puck, and Ferris gets a good chance on net. So right there, physicality, force a turnover, and the puck's going back at the net.
Shocking, right? One hit leads to a turnover and a chance on goal. Jammer's been our hits leader all year. All he sees is shoulders. That's all he wants to hit.
Face-off won by the Wolves, rimmed around the boards, but not out. Icemen keeping the puck down low. Baines in to try to force Wolves defender off the puck, but the Wolves come out with it with a little 5-foot pass, moved across the opposite side, but no further as Carrero rims it around to the near boards. The Wolves come out with it now. Moved it back behind Ferris. Play broken up well by Baines, moved up to Vanderham, and the Wolves move it back in so they can get a change. Perkis out to stop it. It moved around to the near boards to Vanderham. Vanderham, great pass on the outlet to Baines. Baines just evades a check. Stripped to the puck, but gets it back momentarily.
It's good non-call by the ref there.
Lobbed in on Perkis, which will update his stats, his save percentage.
Well, he certainly had a great first game, and he had a great game before that in the league. He seemed to have found a rhythm here.
Weeks in to take the draw. Gwinnett and Knapsack on his wings. Good job to force the turnover. The puck gets out to the blue line, but no further. The Wolves now looking to create some offense. Another good job to collapse into the middle of the slot and take that chance away as Gwinnett drives back the other way. Toe drag, can't get around the Wolves defenseman. Brought up to the blue line out. Carrier almost turns it over to a Wolves player right in the middle of the ice, and Colomb helps out his D partner.
You could see the idea coming into his head. His turn was more cruise-like than speedboat.
Weeks picks up the puck, slows things down behind the Iceman net, and then just off the glass and out to relieve the pressure. So Coach Ferris will get a full complement of fresh bodies on the ice.
Not been a great start. I mean, I get it. It's tough these 2 game days. I don't know what they did between games, but it's hard to get those afternoon nap legs out.
Well, exactly. Almost better to if you had 45 minutes, an hour off and go right back at her versus have that downtime.
I think boys like this would probably prefer that.
Puck brought out now. Go ahead.
No, you go. It's yours. Sorry to interrupt.
Vanderham. Make sure the Wolves player gets the most of that at center ice. Puck lob back down there. It's going to be icing, waved off, and foot's coming back to get the puck.
Not sure why that would be waved off, but okay.
Hard, good job by Perosny to come back and negate that centering pass by the Wolves. And Perosny, sauce pass over to Vanderham. Vanderham trying to hit Perosny as he drove the net. That didn't connect, but good chance there. And the Wolves will come back the other way. Great outlet pass by the Wolves. They got a 2-on-1. Driving wide, pass, and a goal as the Wolves execute on the 2-on-1. Make no mistake, and it's 1-0 for Trails West.
Not sure where our second D-man or our weak side D-man got lost there. 2-on-1 basically developed.
By the Iceman, Carell moves it up.
Tough shift for Ferris and Nate there. Gave up 2 goals. That winger on the boards has to be aware of that defenseman coming in.
So your Iceman down by 2 here in the first period, 2:23 remaining. as that puck is moved out by Gwinnett to Knapczyk. Knapczyk fires from well outside. That's steered aside. The ice opens up again here as the Wolves come out. They'll lob it back down into the Iceman zone. Colomb moves it around the boards to Knapczyk. He'll pin it against the boards back to Colomb. A little bit of space here as Colomb moves it to Carrier. Carrier tries to go up the middle on the delayed offside. And it is waved down on the offside, so it's got to be careful on those outlets, Weeks. The Wolves are reading it well and trying to pick off those passes.
I'm just not feeling the sense of urgency there. You know, move your feet. That guy in the middle is open. You got to move your feet and put a good pass on his tape. It took forever to come off his stick. He's lucky I'm not on the defensive coach bench right now.
Puck back deep in the Iceman zone. Foot moves it up to Homulus. Homulus with a nice soccer play to kick it up to Weeks, and Weeks will bring it out. Drives wide. He's pushed off the puck by a Wolves defender. Still goes below the goal line, and that pass around the boards. Great job by Homulus to read that play and pick off that as he slashed off the puck. His glove comes off, and Trails West had the puck and trying to center it. Vanderham's going to chase down his man, force a turnover, but he's going to have to come back and tag up as Weeks holds it, waiting for him to get back on side. Homulus fires it from the point. Rebound available.
What the?
And then Vanderham slugged to the ice. The ref's arm goes up. Weeks gets leveled in front of the net.
I don't know.
And your Iceman will go on the power play.
I feel like he was a bit of a dive there, but we'll take it.
Well, I still think he can't.
Maybe embellished a little, try to get a little more. Let's see if the power play can get us back on track here. It's been
looked like an outright mugging in front of the net. Weeksy is a double minor. The ref must have thought it was a mugging. So
yeah,
double minor. Going to be 3 minutes on the power play, or 1 minute on the power play before the end of the first year. 2-0 lead for Trails West. Short-handed, Trails West gets a break. Great job by Colomb to break up that centering pass.
Very calm.
Almost struck on a 2-on-1 short-handed. Good job by Ferris. Backdoor. Oh, nice try.
Great try.
Great patience to wait him out and then get that backhand pass across. 25 seconds remaining in this opening frame. A double minor assessed to Trails West and your Iceman on the power play.
Yeah, real opportunity to get back in the game here with where our power play's been our weapon all year. Oh.
Centering pass right into the bumper, and Perosley fires, and the rebound is there and smothered up. So even if you score once on this double minor, you cut the lead in half and get some momentum going into the second.
Oh, I mean, I would love to get one before the period. So with 8 seconds left, it's not looking so great, but it definitely happened. But starting the second period on the power play, big. What you can do is get a little lazy when you have long power plays like this. A lot of teams will relax when they get on the power play. It has to be the exact opposite. You have to go harder than the other team. They're going to want to outwork you. That's the message that we've been sending our team all year on the power play.
Brosnian to take the draw. It's worked down low. The Wolves rimming around, able to get it out, and that's going to kill the clock as time expires. No horn. Players play on with no horn there, Weeksy.
I don't think they do horns in Calgary other than on cattle.
So after 1 period of play, it's your Icemen trailing 2-0 to the host Trails West Wolves. Shots on goal after the first period.
Oh yeah, turn it around and face him.
Well, before the second period starts, we're going to do a quick interview with our boy Andrew Smith, who who suffered an unfortunate suspension at the end of the first game there. Andrew, can you give us your take on what you thought about that call at the end of the game this morning?
I mean, it was a penalty, but a bit soft. Like, that's on him for turning. So, guys got to know how to take hits in the league.
That's an interesting take on it. A little unfortunate that they have to assess a 10-minute misconduct with a hit from behind. You don't have a whole lot of penalty minutes this year, so it's not like you were going after the kid's head.
Yeah.
What is it like to watch the guys instead of having to actually be on the ice?
It's a bit different, love being out there a lot more, but game's coming back on here, so
the rest
let's
we'll see a game 4. Thanks, Smitty.
Play back underway. 3 minutes remaining in the power play for your Icemen. Great lead pass by Baines. Trying to hit Ferris on the entry.
Sorry.
Puck chipped off the boards back to Ferris. The Wolves player corrals that and sends it back deep into the Iceman zone. So your Icemen in tough here against some competition. The Wolves, a fast team that like to push and force turnovers. Entry made. Vanderham taken down. No penalty on the play as it's turnover. Forced turnover by the Wolves, and they almost had a 2-on-1. They still have a 2-on-1 here. Centering pass. And Baines gets in the way of that. Icemen have the puck back. Vanderham dips and dives around his man. Fired, looking to go low blocker, and a vendor got a good piece of it with a blocker and steered it aside.
Yeah, Jay seems to be the one kid who's got his wheels tonight.
Weeks with the puck, he'll button hook back. Looking for support as Gwinnett is in. Wolves force a turnover almost out of the zone. They're chipping it past Omulus. And Foot will come over to help out his D partner into the opposite corner. He's moved off the puck by a Wolves forward. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in the power play for your Icemen. Knapsick brings the puck in. He's bodied off the puck. It's rimmed around the boards and out. Omulus back to pick it up. He'll move it to his D partner. Foot on the same side, and Foot will take center in the blue line. Drop pass back to Weeks. He'll move it down low to Foot. Back to Weeks. In tight to Gwinnett. Tries to go up short side upstairs on a vendor. Gets lost in traffic.
Having real difficulty setting up here on the power play and getting those higher chance opportunities. How is that a power play setup right there? You walk over the blue line, you fluttered at the goalie. Come on, boys, we can do better than that.
There's just a little bit of frustration, I think, Weeksy after, you had a double minor, 4 minutes of power play, and not really able to capitalize given the fact that the Wolves they're aggressive on the pressure when you have the puck, pressuring the puck carrier.
Well, you got 26 seconds to turn it around. Like I said, I'm not seeing the sense of urgency that we talked about.
Puck to the half hole to Ferris. Centering pass doesn't work. Carrier chips that in. The Wolves send it all the way down as 10 seconds remain in the Icemen power play.
Yeah, real wasted opportunity for the boys. They got to turn it around here. More effort, more hits.
Long lead pass by Colomb. Great pass to set up Ferris. Ferris back to Giamaroli. Great pass.
Another defensive breakdown there. Guy sneaks behind you. You got to be aware of those guys there when you're the last D-man back.
Face-off won by the Icemen. Moved up the wall to Knapsack. He'll chip it up. Great job to move it up to Gwinnett. Gwinnett looks off Weeks and shoots. Tries to go 5-hole on a vendor, and he was able to keep that out.
Probably a good decision there.
Turnover in the neutral zone. The Wolves pick it up. They'll bring it in. Good job by Foot to keep his man to the outside. He'll regroup back behind the net. Knapsack heard footsteps there. Gets the puck, and the D-man was closing in on him on the pinch. Outlet pass doesn't work to Gwinnett, but Knapsack picks it up, tries to move it up to Gwinnett again. Foot with the puck, tries to move it out. Puck held in. Not held in. So keep in mind you're only 2 officials again, just like this morning's game versus 3. So 2 refs, no linesmen. Shot from well outside. Perkins steers out of side. Rebound up the middle, but cleared out by the Icemen. Weeks tries to lob that deep to himself. That doesn't work. The Wolves get it back deep in the Iceman zone.
The shift is way too long.
Fire to the back wall, bounces up and lands immediately behind the net. Shot in on a vendor, and he'll grab it and hold on.
Yeah, in a game like this, you maybe need something like that to go in the net. You need some little break to turn the game around. Right now, we're getting shots, we're getting opportunities, we're not scoring, and we're a little out of sorts. Maybe we just need a break.
Face-off won by Baines. Good shot through traffic by Ferris. Makes its way to the net, but a vendor found it at the last second. Step on the Wolves. Shot up and...
Might have caught a little post there.
Yeah, poster. Perkins got a piece of it with his glove. That shot was labeled upstairs.
Thought I heard a little dink.
Baines with the puck. Tries to gain entry. That doesn't work, and the Wolves will come back the other way. Good job forcing a turnover by Carrero. Ferris tries to body his man off the puck. Wolves with a long shot in on Perkins.
Gotta win that.
Steer to the corner.
Gotta win that battle there.
Baines will pick it up. Come out on his own. Moves it up to Bender. Bender gains the zone. Fired, and a good block by a Wolves player. Bender bodied off the puck. Round to the opposite side to Carrier. Carrier content to rim it back around the boards to Giamaroli. Giamaroli muscles his man off the puck. Works it back down below the goal line. Wolves just trying to clear the zone here. The Wolves away with numbers here. 3-on-2. Trying to spring a guy up the middle. And good job by Carrier to break that up. Good stick. Oof. Wolves player just curled right out of the corner. Had a great opportunity.
Yeah,
Perkins fought that off. And Perkins has seen enough, and he'll hold on.
I mean, I don't know where to start on some of this. Trying to stay positive over here. The boys are just struggling. You can't let a guy walk out of the corner like that, right around everybody, and get a shot of that quality. I'm sure Coach Ferris is on the bench just about steam coming out of his ears right now.
Just like this team's got a lot more skill and talent than Bull River. The Wolves, they're pursuing the puck a lot. They're forcing a lot of turnovers, and this is not the same team that Sierra beat 6-1 this morning, by no means. So,
yeah,
just got to get pucks to the net and go back to looking to get a greasy rebound and cut the lead in half here.
There's lots of that comes into fact, like lots of factors that in a tournament like this, when you're the big bad wolf beating everybody, the other team really gets up for you, and you tend to think that you're better than you are.
Well, the Wolves are going to go on the power play. It looks like Vanderham's going to go off for an infraction.
I love Jason's aggression. Sometimes it turns into just crossing the line a little bit. I like the way he walks it, though. And what you get out of him is every once in a while he's just going to get a penalty.
Or from the half wall to the opposite D, but they keep it in. Homulus and Foot. The D pairing, along with Giamaroli and Bender. Puck up top. Oh, Giamaroli almost picked that off and got out of the zone, but it's held in. Brought to the center of the ice. Over to the flank and tries to get move it through the seam. That doesn't work, but the Wolves keep it in. That errant pass will go off a defenseman sticking out into the zone, and we'll have to regroup. Foot tries to line up his man. Forces a turnover. Binder just trying to get it out, and Foot comes in to help him out and does get it out to center, but no further.
Yep, doing a good job at pinching him off right at the blue line. This is the way this forecheck on the penalty kill is designed, and we've done pretty good at it all year.
Quick up pass, and Foot gets over to steer his man to the corner. Oh, it's kept in at the line by the Wolves. Is that? I think it was Homulus trying to pound that down the ice. Didn't get out. 47 seconds remaining in the penalty to Vanderham for cross-checking. Your Icemen down 2-0 to the host Wolves. And that puck sails up and out of play as Foot tries to put it off the glass and out.
It's been a good kill so far, though. Minute and 30 seconds. I don't think there's been a shot on net. Boys got to realize when they have a little more time than they do. I know it's tough when you're under pressure like that.
Yeah, it's easy for us to stand up here and watch from a distance, like going to the Oilers game. And
I'm pretty certain you and I could do better, but I'm sure.
Subbed out the forward unit here as well as the D on the penalty kill. Second penalty kill unit out here. It's Ferris and Carrero with Gwinnett and Weeks. Scramble in front of the net, and Perkis is able to smother that up.
That was very scary rebound there. A nice play by the D-man to drop his stick there, block the pass, almost went back into his own net, though. I think Weeks spent much of his season last year killing penalties. That was kind of his specialty. He'd probably prefer to play 5-on-4 all game if he could.
Face-off won by the Wolves. Pass right into the slot, and don't know if he fanned on it or
I don't know if that
didn't get much of a shot.
If it got through, it was a great save.
Oh, he found himself in some open ice, and the Wolves don't strike on the power play, and hopefully Icemen gains some momentum as Vanderham's out of the sin bin. Vanderham back out here with Weeks and Gwinnett.
Got to stop on that.
Puck to the far side, to the weak side, moved up to the middle. Great stick by Ferris. Breaks that up.
Well, this Trails West team sure likes to have that stretch guy in the middle. Maybe they did a little film on us earlier.
Just got a piece of Gwinnett as he dodged that hit. Forced a turnover. Perazzi did. Feeds it inside to Gwinnett. Oh! Great job to force the turnover. And
Seb's got to get off the ice. He's been out there a long time. He finally did.
Gwinnett is off the ice now, and Baines is out here. Oh, sorry, Sawyer's stepping on here.
That's a great hit by Eric.
Get some fresh legs here. Sawyer's is out here now. Hunting down the defenseman. Forced the turnover. It's back out to the blue line. Oh, kept in. Carrier will keep his man to the outside. Rim back around the opposite way, around below the goal line. Colom will pick that up to the blue line, but no further. 4 minutes remaining in this second period. Your Icemen trailing the Trails West Wolves 2-0. Colom will send that in, and then they have to be careful. Vanderham, centering pass, rebound. Sawyer hunting for it. Vanderham hunting for it. Baines picks it up. Some pressure by your Iceman. Shot through traffic.
Oh, another block.
Goes into a body.
Another block.
Vanderham fans on the shot, and he's going to want that one back as the puck went to him and just off his blade.
Not having any, as they say, puck luck right now. Getting some chances. Looks like they picked up their game a little bit. I'm still not seeing the physical side of things yet. Maybe we'll see some of that in the third period, but getting some chances, and we're still in it.
Well, by my account, it would be the Icemen and this same Wolves team in the final tomorrow at 9:30. Baines picks it up. The Icemen still in the zone. Move it back up to the point. Foot keeps it in momentarily, but the Wolves are going to chip it up and out. It's going to be a 2-on-1 sifted a pass through to the other forward. That doesn't work as Amulet's got his stick in the way. Shot from well outside, sails into the opposite corner. The Wolves now controlling play in the offensive zone. Pass to the player in the slot, can't get a handle on it. And Baines will move it below the goal line. Looks like Baines is going to get a penalty here for cross-checking possibly. Delayed penalty.
Charging.
Charging is the call.
Seems like a very popular call this year. I don't know though so much as charging. I mean, maybe a little more interference than anything else, but whatever. Either way, it's 2 minutes and another penalty kill we have to manage.
So to be Gwinnett and Weeks out here to start the penalty kill. Laviolette moves it up for the Wolves. Outlet pass, great job moving up to the Wolves, and good job by Perkis to poke check that out of danger. Shot on net, misses the opposite corner, and good job by Weeks to move it up to Gwinnett, who fires it in on a vendor who grabs it with a glove.
Yeah, good job by the boys there. Really been impressed with Seb all year. Gwinnett, is that his last name?
Gwinnett.
Our lone 09, and he fits in great. He's unafraid. He's mean. He's got great talent. I really enjoy watching him play with the boys.
Yeah, it looks like this team's really gelling well, Weeksy.
Yeah, tournaments like this really help. You know, I was just thinking, like a game like this where they know they're playing him in the final tomorrow as well, maybe just takes away from the urgency as well. Like, it's kind of a strange format where you already know who you're going to be in the final against.
Yeah, if you have to win to get in,
yeah,
then there's more of the urgency, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, you would think, right?
This is a team I don't really recognize right now. They seem a little bit lethargic and disinterested.
Binder and Giamaroli out here on the second half of this penalty kill up front, along with Carrier and Colombe. The Wolves come out with it. They'll gain center, drive wide on the entry, curl behind the net, slow things down. 1 minute remaining in the second period. 40 seconds remaining in the penalty to Baines for charging.
I'd like to see Baines come out of the box here, maybe get a chance right before the end of the period. Oh.
Wolves keep it in. Send it down low. 30 seconds remaining. And
we're getting another
looks
one.
like we're getting a penalty here.
Getting Barty for a cross check, I think.
Go east to west through the seam on the delayed penalty, and the Wolves capitalize and go upstairs on Perkis to make it 3-0.
Boys got totally turned around and lost. Do it correctly.
The goal doesn't wave off the delayed penalty.
No, the goal takes away the penalty that was in the box, and they get it. The other guy should go in. But we aren't a two-man system, and they're not sure if they know that rule. They'll catch it up. So actually, Baines comes out, and the second penalty goes in. Another 2-minute power play.
There you go, Weeksy. 19 seconds remaining in the second period, and Binder's going to go to the box for head contact.
That was your referee minute.
Between periods, I'll throw you a scenario with 3 penalties and tell me how to work that out.
Love it. I ref men's league for 8 years, man. 3 penalties was normal in every single situation.
For an 11:30 p.m. game.
Exactly.
Worked D to D, shot through traffic. Good job by Perkis to steer that aside, and just gets out as Ferris gets it on the backhand out. In the second period will come to an end without a horn again. So after 30 minutes of play,
Ferris won't tell you this. Oh, go on, finish your.
It is the Wolves 3 and your Icemen 0.
Huh?
The Wolves will be on the power play again for another minute and 41. to start the third period. Shots on goal even at 19 apiece.
Commentary.
So I'm new to the color stuff. I forgot that you have your announcement at the end. My apologies. And apologies to those at home that love the sweet, sweet sound of your voice.
Well, I have a face for radio, Weeksy.
I have to tell you, I really like it Homulus's mom here. Because she laughs at all my jokes. My wife has gotten tired of my jokes. She won't laugh at them anymore. So it's like, I feel like a little more motivation to turn up the puns. Anyway, what do you got there, pal?
Well, I just think now you just gotta bear down on the penalty kill to start the third. I mean, a bonus would be scoring a goal shorthanded, but I mean this Wolves team, I don't know if I can compare it to a team the boys have played in their own league, just because this Wolves team moves the puck really well, really crisply. I don't
see it that way.
I know. I know.
Are there parents near us or something? I think that this is a team that isn't throwing the body, isn't particularly fast or talented. I feel like we've just allowed them to do whatever they wanted to do. We're not playing our game. It's almost good. Coach Ferris will never tell the boys this. Or a lot of coaches won't, but you're playing the same team tomorrow, but this is a nothing game right now. It's almost good that this team is getting a little bit of confidence and thinks they can beat you, because they're seeing nothing of what we're capable of doing. We're playing a little rope-a-dope, basically.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You play them again tomorrow, they already have in their mind, the answer to you.
Yeah.
And you come back with a different game plan tomorrow. And
exactly. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Jerry was like, boys, 70% tonight. Just so he can win tomorrow.
Chip back in where the third period underway is. Gwinnett gives chase. Puck worked out to the blue line, but not out. Your Icemen going near to far in this third period, and Weeks does chip it out. He'll hold up and stay back as Gwinnett will pursue the puck carrier. 1 minute remaining in the penalty to Binder. Good job to close down the forward. Hit by Weeks as he lowers the boom. Just awkward that the player fell into the boards, but it was shoulder on shoulder. Good job to...
Can I put on my father hat for a minute here and be like, yes, son. Go now, boy.
Going to get rewarded for it because Weeks has got a step. Weeks is in. Fires! I don't know if a vendor fought that off. He got a piece of it. Great job by Weeks.
Weeks was out of gas, I think.
20 seconds remaining in the power play for the Wolves as Wolves player tied up by 2 or 3 players. And Perkins with a great glove save.
That's another great save. Beautiful change of angle by that player. What a Zidiak. And a real snappy shot. Great save. I got the goalie as the player of the game so far. You?
Well, I'll let you know after the third here. Knapsack in to take the draw. Wolves player trying to get free, and Carrier disturbs him enough so he can't get a shot. Good block shot by Knapsack as Binder is free from the send in. Giamaroli to Binder. On the entry, it dribbles down below the goal line. Binder will pick it up. Looks, tries to move it to the center to Vanderham. Giamaroli's stick held, moves it back to the point. Colomb moves in, fires, and that goes into a body. Giamaroli just dumped right in front of the
missed opportunity there.
Who gets a piece of it, but that's before center. It's going to be waved down on the icing. It's funny how teams have different sort of niches or habits. You look at this Wolves team, that a lot of them are wearing white cages. It seems like there's different fads with different teams.
Yeah, I've seen that a bunch of times throughout the years. Typically, they all have to do it. Hopefully, the kid with the lone black cage isn't getting bullied in the dressing room or something.
Or they all have dyed their hair blonde, or they all have shaggy hair.
I haven't seen my son's forehead in 6 years.
Puck all the way down the icing, waved off as Sawyer blows a tire and goes into the end boards. Gets up no worse for wear as Ferris pins his man to the boards, but the Wolves will get it out. 2-on-1 developing, it just can't get handled. By Stillman by Sullivan on the entry. Vanderham, button hook inside the blue line, the half wall. Moves it to Perosny. Perosny can't get the handle.
Oh, that's
great
too bad.
pass.
There it is again.
Fed right up the middle.
Right in the middle.
Shot in on Perkis. Rebound. And it gets through the 5-hole of Perkis. As two Wolves forwards were collapsing in looking for the rebound in the slot. Fortuitous bounce.
Another great stretch pass through the neutral.
Goal scored to Homulus. Homulus to Binder. He's dropped to the ice on a penalty coming for boarding as Binder is hit from behind. Delayed penalty. The puck fired into the Iceman net.
That's a bit of a late hit there. Looks like Binder's no worse for wear. Another opportunity for our power play to go to work. See if we can get something going, anything going, any positivity going in tomorrow.
2 minutes for boarding. Binder.
Birding's a big dude. He'll be fine.
Doesn't matter if he's a big or a small dude. It's a matter of what position the player is in and how the hit is. Jace Vanderham battling in front of the net for net position. Backdoor pass.
Hey, there it is.
And your Icemen score on the power play.
Once again, the talent of this team comes through. Jorah Baines just full of it. Scores a bunch of our goals. Doesn't take much for him to get a shot off or make a nice play. I think that one came from Perosny. Another great pass from him.
Yeah, what a great pass right across to the back door. And
yeah. Hey, man, 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. Maybe it just takes one to wake us up.
Well, made short order of that power play, Weeksy, and your Icemen are on the board. Ferris curls back around behind his net.
Whoa.
Outlet pass doesn't work, picked off by a Wolves player. The Wolves now was possession in the Iceman zone. That's sifted to the net, and Perkis will cover up for a whistle.
Ferris has had a great year so far. From the time I last really got to see him play a few years ago, he's come so far. He's meaner. He's really improved his game. He is none of that today. His dad and Coach Cherry would say the same thing. He is struggling.
Puck moved through the slot. That doesn't work. Guinetto chip it off the defenseman and give chase. Knapsack driving to the front of the net. Good job by Weeks to body his man at center. The Wolves will turn it over, force the turnover and come in. Centering pass up to the other side. And a pass across the crease to the opposite side. And as Perkis comes across to sprawl across, Wolves forward able to elevate it up into the top corner. So the Wolves come right back and answer.
I don't know how you end up on a 2-on-1 when the puck is in the neutral zone at the red line at a standstill. Your D-men have to be a little bit staggered there. It's real bad play there. Hate to say it. And actually a really good finish by that guy. He had to reach far across to put that thing in the net.
So the Wolves up 5-1 on your Iceman here. 9:33 remaining in this third period. Giamaroli trying to move it to Baines, driving to the net. Giamaroli pulled to the ice.
WWE takedown there. That's not easy to do with Jammer. That strong boy.
Just takes him right to the mat.
I'm not sure anybody actually listening to this, but it should be noted, if it hasn't already, that Giamaroli is legally blind. literally can't see anything in front of him. He's a miracle. What he does on every day is an inspiration to the rest of our players. Truly an inspiration.
Well, when Gio's coming in on the forecheck, you better have your head up.
I mean, every time I watch him play hockey, I think it's a miracle. I don't know how any of these kids don't look at him and are inspired to work half as hard as he does.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. So it's a double minor there, Weeksy. So your Icemen are back on the power play, backdoor to Ferris, and
Ferris continues his streak today.
Misfires at a great feed. Grozny tries to elevate that, and a vendor is able to get that in the crest and get a whistle.
Saying that, I mean, that's what that power play's done all year. They're really good at setting up. They pass the puck well. It's a matter of time before you get an opportunity like that. Oh, man.
Look at Baines just walk in off the draw, walks right into the slot, tries to put it 5-hole. Just patient.
He walked to the middle, called his girlfriend, took a few more minutes to have a sandwich, and then still got a chance to take a shot. Like he had about a day.
Cologne with a shot through traffic. Trying to find it right in front of the net was Vanderham. He'll go to the back wall and retrieve it. Back up to Baines. Baines to Cologne. Cologne misfires. Gets it back, though. Works it down to Ferris. Worked up to Perosny. Perosny back to Cologne up top. Shot easily in on a Vander. Steered to the corner. And the Wolves will get it and shovel it down the ice. Perkis out to play it. That goes off a Wolves stick and almost intercepted, but Perosny gathers it up and enters the zone. Perosny drives wide. Butnook back. Blows a tire.
Back up.
Puck held down along the boards. Harmulus with a shot. Trying to go up over the glove. He misses on a Vendor. Baines dips and dives out of the corner. Baines drop pass to Harmulus. Harmulus handcuffed a little bit. Good job to gain control of it again. Binder tries to move it up the wall. It does up to Harmulus. Sifted back through and redirected on the way by Knapsack. That almost found the short side. Harmulus to Binder. Binder out of the corner. Binder, great job to move it back to Perosny. Perosny found himself creeping in from the goal line. And it's a 2-on-0 coming in for the Wolves. Short-handed. Forehand, backhand, and the Wolves capitalize. Short-handed.
Really too bad. I mean, they had great control in the power play, some great chances. This Trail West, what is their team name? Trail West team, they sure pressure hard on the power play, which leads to opportunities like we had. Just unfortunate ending to that.
Yeah, some great zone time, some great looks by the Icemen. Unable to connect. And Trails West answers shorthanded.
Oh my! At this, they're totally lost at this point. At this point, you just got to set the tone a little bit for tomorrow. We're not coming back from a 6-1 lead. Let's have a few good shifts, lay the body, and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. You want to get out of this game without any major injuries and fractions.
Yeah.
But you also want to put in an effort and play right to the end here.
You could throw a blanket over all 5 players right there. They're basically in the face-off formation. I don't know how that happens at this level.
Harmulus back behind his own net. Moves it up to Sawyers. Sawyers tries to pass across ice to Knapsack. That's intercepted. The Wolves will bring it into the center and lob it back in. Harmulus has to be quick to move the puck before he's pasted into the end wall.
3-on-2. See if they can do
Sawyers,
something with it.
Butnook's back, looks, feeds it back to Weeks. Sawyers is taken out hard along the
good read by that D-man.
side wall.
Stepped up real good on him there.
Puck up to the point. Weeks had to be quick to keep that in.
Great pass.
Forehand back and great job to feed it to Knapsack. Knapsack got to
Not sure how.
try to connect on the back end. A great job by Perkis to try to get it out, but it's picked off. Good hand-eye by the Wolves. Wolves
Great
player
play.
creeping in.
Like that 14.
Uncontested.
He's a nice player. He's made some really nice passes and plays. He's been a
Baines
pest
will
for
bring
our
it out.
guys.
Tipsy dives and fires. Went inside out on that defender, Weeks.
Hey, man, 1 goal on 29 shots, and there's been some really good chances by us. Their goalie has played excellent.
I wonder if they go back with a vendor tomorrow in tomorrow's game.
Well, we'll know by the pads for sure.
Rocking the
Old school.
Grant Fuhrer, Bill Ranford.
Cooper, baby.
Yeah.
When the leather only came one color.
Tom Barassa. Looks like Tom Barassa between the pipes there. Face off deep in the Wolves zone. Won by your Iceman. Corralled by Binder. Worked up the wall. Kept in by Colomb. Moves it to Baines. Baines tries to psych out his man.
Oh.
Giamroli picks it up. Fires it on net. It comes off the end dasher, and a vendor smothers that.
Yeah, real nice try by Jammer there.
Good job again, Binder, moving the puck to Baines, who finds himself in a telephone booth, still able to get the shot away. Another shot by Baines, misses low on the opposite side, and the Wolves will bring it out. Looks like a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 developing. Good job by Carrier to get the puck out over the blue line. So the Wolves have to tag up. Baines will bring the puck back in. He's stripped of the puck momentarily. Malfunction at the junction between Carrier and Baines, but the puck does get out over the blue line. Puck chipped back in awkwardly off the side wall. That pass almost picked off by a Wolves player, but still worked out to center. My Cullen commentator partner is taking deep breaths next to me.
This is hard to watch.
Colomb intercepts that centering pass, moves it up to Binder, but to center, but no further. The Wolves just content to send the puck deep back into the Iceman zone to continue to kill the clock. And icing is called, and the play will come all the way back down, and the faceoff will be to the right of a vendor.
I'm sure that Coach Ferris is reaching for the fast forward button on this time clock, furiously trying to smash it.
They might have pressed the fast forward button, and now we're in live action. He can't go any further. Sierra with the puck deep in the Wolves zone. Knapsack chips it down below the goal line. Nice little chip pass from the winger to the centerman, picked off though by Sierra. They'll keep it in momentarily and spring another guy again. It's a one-on-one, possibly two-on-one here. Delay around the opposite to the opposite side, worked out to the point, and that'll come out, and the Wolves will fire it back in and tag up.
Yikes, I wouldn't want to be that kid when he goes back to his coach. 2-on-1, skates around the net. You know, you don't get goals for just skating with the puck around the net. Last I checked.
Puck back into the Sierra zone. Rosny will chip it back to Homulus. He's hounded. Fired around the opposite board. Sawyer has to be careful as a Wolves player coming down to close him off. Foot takes his man into the boards. That shot from the point, gloved by Perkis, but he'll play it. Homulus moves it up to the blue line. Gwinnett moves it just out over the blue line, and the Wolves will tag up Homulus. Over to Foot. Up to Gwinnett. Missed pass to Sawyer, and Wolves come back the other way, and a shot right into the glove of Perkis, and he'll hold on.
Love that play by Herkis earlier. Gets a puck, he's like, let's get this over with. I don't need a whistle. He throws it to the side, keeps the play going. He's ready to get out of here. Boys haven't supported him tonight. Give him big hugs later.
Face-off won by the Icemen. Puck down low. Ferris forces his man off the puck momentarily. Up high. Both sticks up by both players there. Ferris and his opposing player get their sticks up.
Whoa.
Pulled down, hounded, and Weeks comes away with a stick. We're going to see if... Oh, it is a hook. Good. I wondered if he was going to call
holding the stick
a hook
too?
and a hold. Just like a trip and a dive.
I think, yeah, a trip and a dive, yeah.
There's one thing going into tomorrow's game against the Wolves, Weeksy. I think it's just you gotta play as a defenseman. You gotta play between the dots, and you gotta close down the middle of the ice. That's all they've been doing is just trying to spring a guy, and maybe the D have been playing a little too wide, and the guy's been going right up the gut.
I mean, we could name a dozen different things, but saying that. Keeping it between the ice, knowing who's behind you.
Head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel is going to be important tomorrow. Honestly, I think this is a good thing. This team is going to have a lot of confidence and think they know what they're doing, and they're not even going to understand the team they face tomorrow.
Well, you don't want to come to the tournament too and blow out everybody, right? That's right. I mean, as fun as that it's not.
That would be a Calgary thing to do. We don't do that at Edmonton. We are a kind community.
So your Iceman on the power play. Puck. Funnel back in, back out to Ferris. Shot. Hits a body. Oh, that is Ferris. Colomb moves it back down low. To Vanderham. Vanderham steers it to the corner to Baines. Baines. Barazzi back door to Ferris. Great job to find him. He just can't find the handle. Baines dips and dives. Gets around his man.
You got to slam that home.
Tries to feed Barazzi on the opposite side of the net, behind the goal line. That doesn't work. Perkis directing traffic. Almost picked off again there by a Trails West player. So 1 minute remaining in the third period. Be back to 5-on-5 momentarily before the final whistle as Binder picks it up, shoots from a distance, and that's held by a vendor for the whistle.
Well, 42 seconds until the boys can kind of forget this one. I guarantee Jarrett's going to go in the dressing room and say, hey, boys, this one, just forget it. Let's start again tomorrow. Try to walk out of Calgary with a big trophy.
Oh, exactly. Just wipe it as a clean slate. Like you said, this game, really, with the standings, this game means nothing in the tournament. Mm-hmm. We'll go back at it tomorrow morning.
I've never seen a hockey team stretch like this team does. It's obviously coached. It's almost like soccer. They got a guy who's running through the middle every single time trying to get a stretch pass.
Centering pass. Good job by Omulus to get a stick on the forward who is looking to convert in the slot. 10 seconds remaining in this game as Gwinnett will bring it to the end boards. And as time expires, it's going to be the Trails West Wolves over your Sierra Icemen. Final score of 6-1, shots on goal. Your Sierra Icemen 33 and the Trails West Wolves 27. Week, some final thoughts here?
We haven't scored less than 3 goals in a game once this year. That is a truly shocking result against a totally beatable team. We went wrong in all areas except maybe goaltending. We did get the shots. Effort wasn't there. Physicality wasn't there. I expect a totally different team tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right back here against the terrible red and white and black color.
Yeah, I think if I have to pick a player of the game, I think I go with Vanderham.
Sure. He's worthy.
I mean, really, you look at Perkis, a lot of the time it was second, third chances.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, unless you got Roberto Luongo in Florida back in the day, you can't expect him to make 47 saves and be stopping second, third, fourth chances.
Are you going to keep dropping your favorite goalies? Because they're all terrible so far. I liked Jace right off the bat. First shift, he was out there, got a great chance on that. He seemed to be one of the very few who had their legs today and, had the effort to back it. So I'd be fine with that. But, coaching staff isn't going to be that upset about this. Again, weird format. We'll run it back tomorrow.
And you had mentioned one player on the other team. Was it 18?
Yeah, 14.
14.
Liked him. Very good player. Was excellent at getting his shot away. That whole Connor Bedard changing angle, dust it off, zip it. He also had a couple of great setups. Was moving his legs, banging the body. He was good. I would have picked 14.
Just waiting for the player of the game announcements here. So your Icemen back on the ice against the Trails West Wolves tomorrow morning in the final at 9 a.m., 9:30. Hey, Van Ham
Like
it is,
you
player
know
of
what
the
you're
game.
doing. It's like you know what you're doing.
Oh, I got my pick right. Let's see if you get yours.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he did have 32 saves. He was worthy. He made some big ones and stopped some rebounds when the momentum could have been changed. He was good.
Well, thank you for joining us. First game
That was
with
my pleasure.
color commentator Weeksy here. So we'll just put your comments in the chat. Let me know if you want Weeks back again. Or if this is a one and done.
I'd like to say thank you to all 3 viewers. I hope we at least gave you a couple of laughs.